Alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Waman ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders and sisters, the whole world, the whole entire mankind who live in this world are the one which make either the world will be at peace or in turmoil. Allah doesn't look at other creatures other than man. Allah looks at the actions of man who live in this world as to whether to make the world at peace or in turmoil. It's not that we build bridges, we build long highways that will determine as to whether Allah will give peace or turmoil to this world. The high-rise buildings, the bridges, all the sophisticated monuments of no value to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It will not make Allah to decide as to whether to give peace or turmoil to this world. But the actions of the man and the woman who live in this world will determine. Either Allah will decide to give peace or turmoil to this world. So the question is, we are the one. As human beings, we are the one who will determine as either the world is at peace or the world is at turmoil. How to make the world to be at peace? We have to be the people who obey Allah's commandments in the way which Allah is pleased, with the intention to please Allah until Allah is pleased with us. In order for us to be able to obey the orders of Allah in the way which Allah is pleased, with the intention to please Allah, we must become the true believers. In other words, we must have the belief to the level which are required, to the level which Allah is pleased, or to the level in which our deeds will become accepted by Allah, at least to that level. Otherwise, our actions will be evil actions. What we are doing in this world are all evil deeds, and as a result of the evil deeds that we have committed in this world, it derives the wrath of Allah, and the wrath of Allah will derive calamities and miseries to the entire mankind. So we ask ourselves, either we want the world to be at peace or to be at miseries and calamities. We have to decide, the whole entire mankind. But what has happened? None of us almost are inviting each other to good deeds and preventing each other from doing evil deeds. We are not doing that work. We let everybody do whatever they like to do, and we say we will have peace. We let everybody do whatever they like. We do not want to invite people to good deeds or to prevent people from doing evil deeds. These are the reasons as to why there are evil deeds to the tantamount amount, to the amount which is tantamount to derive the calamities and miseries from Allah. These are the reason as to why the fault lies on us. The fault that calamities and miseries has befallen upon all of us in the entire world is because our own wrong actions, which we have made on the sea and on the land. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very kind, very compassionate, very merciful. He has sent us messengers and other people whom He has chosen to do the work of prophethood, to invite us to Allah, to do the good deed, and yet we denied the messengers of Allah. We denied the messenger of Allah, we turned our back, and we disobeyed orders of Allah. We disobeyed the commandments of Allah, and as a result of that, calamities and miseries fall on us. And one such calamities, miseries is currently is COVID-19. There shouldn't be anybody who says it's a blessing. It's a blessing maybe to the pharmaceutical company. They thought it's a blessing. They become rich. Overnight they become billionaire because they can sell their vaccines. So they say it's a blessing. It's not a blessing. They will not have peace. Blessing is peace and tranquility, not money, a lot of money or a lot of wealth. Some people wrongly interpret blessing as to be able to have plenty of money, MS wealth, drive big cars and private jet plane. They say this is blessing. The true blessing of Allah is peace and tranquility. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the bad and the good come from Allah. Khairu wa sharri min Allah. So we may have a lot of money or wealth by selling vaccine, but Allah is the one who will give either in the wealth that has been given to us to be source of peace or source of miseries. So anything can become a source of miseries or a source of peace as Allah likes. Allah can make without money to have peace and tranquility, or with money peace and tranquility. Similarly, Allah can make with money to be sorrow and miseries, or with money peace and tranquility. The good and the bad come from Allah. Wa khairu wa sharri min Allah. So Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana. We make dua to Allah. Allah give us the good of this world, the good of the hereafter. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina azabannar. The meaning of the dua is to ask Allah to give us good in this world and good in the hereafter, and to save us from the torments of the hellfire. So anything can become good and anything can become bad as for the decision of Allah. If we are wrongdoers or we disobey Allah's commandments and orders of Allah, everything that is given to us will be a source of grief, source of miseries, source of restlessness. And similarly, if we become the person who believe in Allah, obey the orders of Allah, and make Allah pleased with us, then everything that Allah has given to us will be a source of peace and tranquility. The important thing is peace and tranquility, either in this world or in the hereafter. There is no point in having money, become wealthy people, and yet we are without peace and tranquility. We may have beautiful wife, or many wives or young wives, but it can become a source of miseries to us, as Allah likes, because we disobeyed Allah's commandments. So the doer is Allah. Everything is on what Allah wants. What Allah wants, that will happen. What Allah doesn't want, that will not happen. If the entire mankind collected together wanting something to happen, which is to their liking, but if Allah do not want it to happen, it will never be able to. It will never happen. So similarly, now all of us want COVID-19 to get rid. All of us want to get rid of the COVID-19. There's nothing. Maybe the pharmaceutical company people, they don't want the COVID-19 to be alienated. They want it to perpetuate so that they can make more money. Other than that, all people, all people knows that it's calamities and miseries, and everybody want it to be alienated from us, to be taken away. Who will take away the calamities and the miseries that has fallen on us? None but Allah. That we do not realize. We think our vaccine will be able to take out that calamities. Vaccine is a creation. Now man created it using the thing which Allah has created. But it is not all powerful. Vaccine is not all powerful. The all powerful, no. Sin is just creations. It cannot give harm, neither it give good. The one who give harm and good is Allah. If Allah has put in the vaccine good, that will be good for us. If Allah does not give any good in the vaccine cannot deliver us any goodness. We can make vaccine, we can use it, but as to whether it gives good to us or bad, it's not determined by the vaccine. It's determined by Allah. The doer is Allah. This we forget completely, forgotten Allah. All this while, and similarly in the time of COVID, we also forget Allah, until probably to the extent that we can never think of anything else. We will be succumbed, surrounded by miseries all around the site. Then we got nowhere to go, and we say, Allah, oh Allah. Then everybody say that. Allah wants us to reach to that level. Why should we let Allah to make us to reach to that level when we say, oh Allah? We should try to turn to Allah, so that we will not reach to that level where we know nothing. We are completely, become devastated, and we do not know what to do. Then say Allah. That means the COVID-19 has gone to such an very tyrannical level that make everybody in terror. So how to do it? We have to make Allah become happy with us. He's the doer. He's our Lord. He's the God of the entire mankind. None can do except Him. He's ever living. He never died. He is not created. He creates. There's no one who creates Allah. Allah creates. That's why Allah never died. If He is created, then He will die. So a created being cannot become God. The one that becomes God is the one who creates and never dies. You tell me, those who do not want to believe in Allah, is there any God other than Allah who never dies? Who are not created? When we worship the idol, we are worshipping created things. When we worship the money, we are worshipping created things. When we are worshipping the cow, we are worshipping the created thing. When we are worshipping anything created, we have associated Allah with other than Allah, with those who have no at all at par with Allah. in whatever terms of qualities, the adult are far away from who is Allah is. So how can you associate something very downgraded, very, not able to talk, not able to see, not able to hear, to be the same as Allah? That's why Allah cannot tolerate this acts of associating Him with something is not worthless. We call everything God, money God, we God, that person God, that is God. There's no God, only one God. And He is Allah, He is the creator of the entire universe, world, the earth. He created us and whole entire creation, either in the heavens and the earth or in between the heaven and the earth. So what's the reason that you have to worship other than Allah? What reason you have? What reason you have you do not want to worship Him as your God? What the reason you have? Is Allah not ever living, omnipotent, all seeing and all knowing? Is one. There's none like Him. There's none whom we can associate to be with Him as God. There's no God except Allah. This is the foundation of the religion of Islam, which Allah has bestowed upon the whole entire mankind. If we submit to the will of Allah, we believe in Allah, we obey the orders of Allah, we make Allah to become happy with us, then there will be no calamities and miseries which Allah will make to fall on us. Then we will be happy. We have peace and tranquility in this world. What is so difficult of changing our action? It's not that very difficult. If we can do the evil action, why we cannot do good action? What power we have to do the evil action? Nothing other than desires. Now we have desires to do the evil action, that's why we do it. Why don't we change the desire? The desire to do good actions, the desire to know Allah, the desire to worship Allah, the desire to make Allah to become pleased. We have desire, but change the desire. Wanting to please ourselves, wanting to make ourselves happy, to change to desire to make the Creator happy. Only changing it. We have to decide to make Allah happy, or otherwise we'll be in miseries. Now, do you like miseries? Do you like unpeacefulness? No. You like peace and tranquility. You want happiness, and none can give you happiness other than Allah. So why don't you make Him happy? Then He'll make you happy. If you make Him angry with you, naturally you will not become happy. If you follow your whims and fancies, you disobey Him and you do what you like, you follow the animalistic desires, having sex with any woman you like, do not want to embrace Islam, do not want to follow Muhammad SAW. I don't believe in any God, I'm agnostic, I'm atheist. What gain you will have by saying that, by having no God? What gain you have in this world? You tell me. Other than you are doing wrong to yourself. When you do evil deeds, you are not doing good to yourself. You are doing wrong to your own soul, to your own body, to your own mind. You will end up become a man who will be thrown into disaster. Every minute, every second, everything, you will be in disaster. Your face will turn sour, and a face of grief and horror. There will be no smile on your face. There will be no brilliance of lights emanating from your face. Only sorrowful faces, and your body will become sick. You are full of with anxiety, you know. You see now Angela Jolie, what is that? Who's that lady? Angelina Jolie divorced with Brad Pitt, you know. And both are so-called very, you know, they say before was the couple, you know, of Hollywood, the two couple. Both one is beautiful, the other is handsome. Angelina Jolie, beautiful lady, actress. She's beautiful. As well as Brad Pitt, handsome. They say it's a perfect couple. But how you find the perfect couple after some time? They all go divorce. Why they go divorce? They are not happy. What? Their handsomeness and beautifulness will give them happiness? No. And similarly, Bill Gates and Melinda married. Rich couples, are they happy? We may think before they are happy, got a lot of money, can build whatever type of houses they want. In their houses are full of amenities and luxuries. But yet, they two divorce. Why they divorce? It's surely incompatible to each other. So richness, beautiness, handsomeness cannot give peace and tranquility to any man in this world. The one that give us peace and tranquility is only Allah. Understand? Whatever we wish to have, either want to become rich or become poor, or we want to have power, or whatever we want, there's none who can give us whatever we want except Allah. No? Allah has made Angelina Jolie very beautiful lady, similarly Brad Pitt very handsome, and Allah has made them to get married. But yet Allah shows to the whole world they are not happy. Allah shows the whole world they are not happy. Now Angelina Jolie, the Brad Pitt wanting to bring her to court for the custody of their children. Brad Pitt say, I will do whatever it takes in order to get a custody of my children. They are now in court case and they are both in horror. Angelina Jolie is trying to go about with another, fleeting another man, trying to show to Brad Pitt that I'm happy without you. Brad Pitt also fleeting with another woman to tell Angelina Jolie that I'm happy without you. So everybody is trying to show that I'm happy, but they are not happy, my dear. None will have happiness, none will have tranquility unless Allah has given them peace and tranquility. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decided that tranquility and peacefulness will be awarded to those whom Allah is pleased, to whom Allah is happy with him or with her. And naturally the people whom Allah is happy is the people who obeyed Allah, who believe in Allah, who obeyed the orders of Allah. You go and find happiness in money, you want to find happiness in power, you want to find happiness other than with Allah, you will never be able to get it. You will never be able to obtain it. Please listen to this. Happiness is not in anything else, other than with Allah. Allah is the one who have everything. The whole entire things in the world belong to Allah. The beauty that we have belong to Allah. This health, everything is given to us by Allah. If we make him angry or we make him his wrath to fall upon us, how we will be able to get what we want? We will never be able to get what we want, because we have make his wrath to fall upon us, make him angry, because we disobeyed him. We do not want to become the true servant of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us so that we become His true servant, so that we will enter paradise and save from the hellfire. But we have decided to become otherwise. We have decided to become the dweller of hellfire. So naturally we are not in line with the reason as to why He has created us. Allah have created us to become His lover, so that we'll be placed in paradise and saved from hellfire. Allah does not want us to go to the hellfire, but we are the one who have chosen ourselves to go to the hellfire. Then it makes the rest of Allah to fall upon us. Allah gives times and time for us to repent, to make repentance to Allah. But yet we decide not to make repentance. We decide to go on and on with our evil deeds, evil doing. So naturally, Allah has no choice but to punish us, even in this world. And naturally, in the hereafter, we will have to be punished, because Allah have to do justices to His servant who have chosen to believe in Him, to obey Him. If Allah make those who disobey Him to also enter paradise, and how it will be fair to those who obeyed Him? Those who obeyed Him, we say, Allah, how could you put him who disobey you into the paradise, and we are also in paradise, and he's also. So what's the use? And worse still, if Allah put the one who obeyed Allah in the hellfire, definitely Allah is the Lord who is unjust. Allah is never unjust. Allah is very fair, So we have to do justice to our own self. We have to do justice to our soul. We should not decide to do harm to our soul. And how to do that? We have to obey our Creator, the one who has created us. He knows how we will become successful. He knows. And that's why, in order for us to become successful, He doesn't give only food and drink and house. He gives us deen, the religion of Islam. And the foundation of that religion of Islam is the great kalima. There is no God except Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger. This great kalima has to enter into our belief or our heart to the level which Allah is pleased. At least, then only become the foundation. For the great kalima to enter into our belief or heart to the level which Allah is pleased, at least, after reciting the kalima, we have to do the work of inviting those who have not recited the kalima to recite the kalima, and inviting those who have recited the kalima to do the work of inviting people to good, preventing people from evil, so that with the sacrifice of their wealth and time, in the way Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to place us, so that the great kalima will be able to penetrate into their hearts to the level which Allah is pleased. What happened now? We neither want to recite the kalima, nor after we recite the kalima to do the work of inviting people to good, preventing people. The whole mankind, in the whole world nowadays have no iman at all, even as small as mustard seed. So how will that iman be able to obey Allah's order? Naturally, the whole world, either the one who doesn't want to recite the kalima or who have recited the kalima, are doing evil deeds. So what rises to the heaven? Evil deeds. And what come down from the heaven? Calamities and miseries, unpeacefulness. And that's what we are now, having. We are having COVID-19. Whole world in miseries, trouble. And who will take that out from us? None, except Allah. Now, what we have making so much effort to make vaccine, and vaccine got no power to alleviate us from these calamities. The one who can alleviate us from these calamities is only Allah. And the only way to make Him, to take out this calamity, is to make Him pleased and become happy. So if we want to make this COVID-19 to get away from us, we have to recite the kalima. After reciting the kalima, we have to do jawla. we have to do gash. We have to go to do the work of dawah, to do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil. We have to go from house to house, road, lane to lane. Every locality, every city, every town, every country. Then the one who doesn't want to recite the kalima must be invited to recite the kalima. The one who have recited the kalima must be invited to do the work of dawah, to do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil, with the intention to please Allah. And only if we do this, then Allah will be pleased and the calamities will be taken up from us. It's so easy. It doesn't cost money. It costs so much money to eat good food, to take vaccine, to do all this. Why choose the very hard way? Choose the simple way to make Allah easy, happy. To make Allah happy, we recite the kalima. There's no God except Allah, and after reciting the kalima, we do the work of dawah. From door to door, house to house, lane to lane, every city, every town. Call the one, invite the one who doesn't want to recite kalima to recite the kalima. And invite those who have recited kalima to do the work of dawah, or the work of inviting people to good. This action of ours will make Allah very happy, and naturally will take out this COVID. And that work is not only to get rid of this COVID from people, to get it from all diseases and from all the calamities and miseries in the next world, from the hellfire. Why we do not want to choose the method which will work? Why we choose things which doesn't work? To make the vaccine will not turn away the COVID-19 from us. Because the vaccine cannot make COVID-19 not to infect us. The one who can prevent us from being infected by COVID-19 is only the God. Only our God, Allah. There's no one who can do it except Allah. So we must make Him happy. And that action of ours doesn't cost of money. To recite the kalima, I bear witness there's no God except Allah, Muhammad, costs no money. And to go from door to door, house to house, lane to lane, to invite people to Allah, doesn't cost money. You do in your locality. Then if we do that, the whole world will be free from this COVID-19. Believe me or not, it's the truth. Okay.